Hi all, this is Karthik and Sana. I work in the software industry. She works in the investment banking. We are residing in Bangalore. So, in one of my previous talks, I was talking about this book called Becoming a Person of Influence, right? So, I hope you remember this. And I gave you a small intro on how, whether you have to be an influencer, how does it actually matter, right? So, I'll a little bit take into the steps, right? How you can actually become an influencer. We saw the benefits of being an influencer, why you have to be in the previous talk. So now we see what we have to, what is the characteristic we need to have, okay, to become an influencer, right? So there are multiple traits. Today I'll explain about one important, the first trait actually. Okay, so let me share my screen quickly. So I hope you are able to see, right? So, what is the first thing which I think last time while ending, I spoke about this influencing steps, right? So, the first step is about integrity. Okay, a person of influence need to have integrity with people, right? So, that is about modeling, which I'm going to talk about. So, when it comes to integrity, let's see what actually help. I mean, some questions which will help you measure your integrity. Okay, so let us see one by one. Okay, how well do I treat people from whom I can gain nothing? Okay, am I transparent with others? Do I role play based on the person I am with? Right? Am I the same person when I am in the spotlight as I am when I am alone? Okay. Do I quickly admit wrong doing without being pressed to do so? Right? Do I put other people ahead of my personal agenda? Do I have an unchanging standard for moral decisions, or do circumstances determine my choices? Okay. Do I make difficult decisions even when they have a personal cost attached to them? Okay. When I have something to say about people, do I talk to them or about them? Am I accountable to at least one other person for what I think, say, and do? Right. So these are some questions you can take some time to think about. Okay. So after watching, you can rewatch it and you can take some time to reflect on how these things will actually determine how in what integrity is about, right? So I would like to share a very interesting story about Johnson and Johnson. So we all know about Johnson and Johnson, right? Uh, this president of Johnson and Johnson, the mission of the company was I operate with honesty and integrity, right? So there was an incident many years back about Tylenol crisis. I'm not sure if you have heard about it or not. Okay, so several people died, and the researchers traced it and found that it was because of contaminated Tylenol capsules, right? So so many days before this crisis, when president announced this mission that we have to operate with honesty and integrity, and he sent a memo to all his management whether they are abiding by this mission and they are able to follow it, and he got a fulfilling answer, right? And after this crisis, immediately after 1 hour of the crisis, he announced publicly that they will be all the Tylenol capsules, right? It will be taken off the shelf, right? And that impacted around $100 million to the company. So the reporters were like immediately questioned him, how can you take such a big major decision so rapidly and so quickly, because it's very impactful to the company, right? And the answer from the president was very simple and very easy. Okay, he says, I was practicing what we agreed on in our mission statement, right? That is operating with honesty and integrity. It was as simple as that, right? So it to talk about in terms of like layman words, see, you if you construct a house, what about the foundation you build, whether it is strong or how is it, right? When a storm comes, if your foundation is strong, you can imagine the result. If not, you will see there will be cracks and it will be doomed, right? So that is about integrity. And you don't integrity is not determined by circumstances, it is not based on credentials, and not to be confused with reputation, right? So when it comes to character, reputation, and credentials, I would like to share again the difference, okay, between these things. What is the difference between character and credentials, right? So I hope you are able to see again. uh, Credentials, they are temporary. Character is permanent, right? Credentials turn the focus to rights. Character keeps the focus on responsibilities, right? Credentials add value to one person. Okay, character adds value to many people. Okay, credentials look to past accomplishments. Character builds a legacy for the future. Okay, credentials it often evoke jealousy in others, right? Character generates respect and integrity. Okay, credentials can only give you in the door. Character keeps you there, correct? So these are some important characteristics. The difference between credentials and character. I hope you will definitely agree with these points, right? So make integrity your best friend, guys, right? And what is the major benefit if you have this integrity? Trust is developed, right? In today's technical world, trust is like a major thing which people are looking for, right? We need to develop trust, and this integrity will give you that major benefit like trust. Okay, especially and also if you are in a business or if you have your own venture, right? Trust, integrity is what really matters a lot. Okay, so each day do what you should do before what you want to do, right? So this is a small assignment again. I want you to go back and do what you should do before what you want to do, right? Let me give you a small example. So last weekend we had a production deployment, and you know, right, once the deployment happens, at least for next 2 3 days there will be small hiccups in the application and people will keep shouting. So I was like damn tired after this deployment, and until yesterday I was like damn tired. I couldn't read any book. Okay, I wanted to prepare for the book club also, and yesterday night when I logged out and I was like sitting, okay, I was thinking, what do I do now? There was phone there, and I kept this book purposefully next to the phone. Okay, I was about to take my phone and watch Instagram reels. Then I thought, okay, I'm going to talk about integrity, man, right? So and coincidentally I took the book, and then when I read this statement in the book, it was like, oh my god, so much of coincidence, right? Okay, so every day do at least one or two things what you should do, okay, before what you want to do. And every adversity a man will be seen, I mean, a man a man will be tested in every adversity, right? But the true test of his character comes when he is got power. Okay, so when you have power, if world follows you, would you make it a better world, right? That is the question we need to ask. All right, so before closing I would like to share this. Many succeed momentarily by what they know. Okay, some succeed temporarily by what they do, but few succeed permanently by what they are, right? So it's a very profound statement, I would say. So it's not easy. I mean, this integrity may not be the easiest one, I would say. Okay, but it's the only one that will get you where you ultimately want to go. Okay, so I you may feel it's old style, but it's definitely in style also. And the live example which I definitely see is Vijay, the way he's running PIM. And you know, right, we here nobody has any designation, any title, right? How we can run such a community, right? Around 250 300 people plus join PIM weekend workshop, and so many of us join book club. Who is asking you to join, right? And how is they able to run this community? It's because of integrity that I definitely see in Vijay. So this is what I wanted to share, and thank you so much.
Wow, amazing, Karthik. So concentrated talk. In fact, I have to again go back to the recording and see the points and reflect on those questions, and then compare the character credentials. So it's so deep to revisit again and again and just good ke pee jana. Amazing, amazingly shared, Karthik. Thank you so much.